Attracting visitors with engaging content, building trust with helpful information, delighting customers with human connection and amazing value. It's the inbound movement. Interruption marketing is dead. Long live the customer.
For 10 years of my life, I was controlled by fear and anxiety. And really, because of that, I had no confidence or no direction in life or really no hope for a good future. And it wasn't until a tragedy in my life led to me finding the strength to save two people from drowning. It wasn't until that moment that I realized, hey, maybe I do have something to offer to the world. Maybe there is strength in me. That began to change everything for me. And I knew in that moment that I wanted to help other young men that have these big questions and these fears holding them back. I wanted to help them figure out how to break through that and really get to a place where they could offer their gift and their talent to the world. So what I do is I coach men to face that fear, to find a deeper purpose, to make a plan, and to take massive action. And I've been coaching for about the last year and a half. And I think the struggle for me is really understanding how to reach these men out there, how to get a hold of them, how to draw the right people in that I can help. So I blog once a week, but my big goal is to really impact young men all around the world. So my struggle is being able to get this message in front of them. It just feels like there's so much out there and there's so much noise on Twitter and Facebook and on the web. To find that little spot to have my voice heard and for me to find the right people, it just seems so challenging.
Michael, I love what you're doing with Be Real Men. This is a great looking website. It's clean, it's clear, it really has great content here. But like many websites, you've got the problem of you've got a great website, you've built it, but how do you get them to come there? And one of the answers that a lot of people will give is, well, just blog more. Well, that's like asking, how do you catch fish? To a guy that's not catching a whole lot of fish. Well, the answer is just fish more. Well, if you're not using the right bait or you're not in the right pond, it's really not going to help that much. So here's two actionable ideas that you can use to get more visitors to your site. The first one is use the right bait. And for inbound marketing, that has everything to do with the keywords that you use in your title. Remember, people are just looking for things that answer their questions. So while this is a great article, what can be learned from Peyton? That's great. You know, not Walter Payton, that shows my age. Peyton Manning is somebody that your ideal buyer persona connects with, the football there. All of that is great, but you might want to get even more specific. You know, maybe like, what three things can the young father learn from Peyton? What three things can the young man learn from Peyton? Because if you look at it, the Google searches that people are putting in are getting longer and longer. They've got very, very specific questions. And if you can give them specific answers to some of their questions, that's going to build a lot of trust. It's going to build engagement. So make sure that your titles, when you attract new visitors, are as specific to that buyer persona as you can. Now, the second tip I'm going to give you is about where you fish, where you look for new ideal buyer personas or ideal customers. If your pond isn't swimming with fish, look for one that is. So look for websites that have similar people that go to them and approach them and see if you can write some content for them. I can think of one would be like A Terrible Husband. Nick Pavlidis has a great podcast, a great site, and you could put some great content there for him. It would bring value to him, to his readers. They would start to read your stuff, understand some thought leadership and what you could offer them. And of course, there'd be links from that site back to yours. So from that standpoint, you could tap into his audience there. You're not in competing industries or anything like that. So really it's a win for him, it's a win for you, and really ultimately it's a win for the readers. So I think those are two tips that everybody can use. People, if you want to see a great clean looking website, check out Michael McGreevy and Be Real Men. Until tomorrow, this is Tom Schwab with the Inbound Movement.
If you would like to receive a review from an inbound expert and have your business and website featured here on the Inbound Movement, just send us a short video. Get full details at inboundmovement.com/feature me. Now go attract, engage, and delight your customers.